Has this become my favorite Spider-Man figure in my collection? You're about to find out. How's it going, everybody? Riley Reviews back again with another video, and we are doing a retro review of this guy right here, the Tobey Maguire black suit, Bully Maguire as some might put it. And this is an awesome looking figure, and I cannot wait to get this for the channel. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This is one of the grails that I've always wanted to hunt for. Just the figure in some two hands, just letting you guys know now. There's no Sandman, no. We got another Sandman, so cannot wait to show you guys how beautiful and aesthetically amazing this Tobey Maguire figure is. So let's just get right into the mix. Thank you guys for all the support recently. If you guys do enjoy these retro reviews, be sure to let me know. Maybe I'll do some more on the channel if I find some more figures. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Hitting that subscribe really helps out. We are on the brink of 500 subscribers, our yearly goal. So if you guys haven't already, go down there, hit the subscribe button. You already know. I'm just really pumped for this review, guys. I mean, this one's really special to me. Obviously, Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man, always has been. Love the guy, love Spider-Man, love him as Peter Parker. Such an amazing rendition of Spider-Man. Nothing more I can really say. Let's just get right into the video and get to the review. Here we have him, guys. The black suit Tobey Maguire, and oh baby, this just screams nostalgia for me, man. This is a figure that I've been wanting for the longest time. It's finally here. Let's get a zoom in. I mean, look at that. Come on. And this takes me back to Spider-Man 3. One of my favorite films of all time. Oh my god, look at that dust. No, dust. It's really cool. I really like the vibrancy of the silver lining. I love it. I think the proportions, honestly, for how old of a figure, it's not terrible. Obviously, it's not going to be the standards we have nowadays, but I think it actually looks pretty solid. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, for when did this come out? Probably 2010, I believe. But guys, this has just always been a grail of mine that I've wanted, and it did not disappoint. I mean, for how old it is, I'm not complaining over this. I love the silver lining. I'll do a zoom in of just look at the sculpt. The screen when you got the symbiote, I mean, it's perfection, man. I really do like the way the eyes are made. They put the metallic inside the actual eyes, like on top of the glass overlit. So I just really like it when I have the color popped on it. You really see the little glare of the eyes and the silver lining. It's really awesome. But I'll probably leave them in because we'll talk about it, but these ankles are absolutely atrocious. I'm just gonna say that now. You cannot move them. That's one thing I'll say about these old Spider-Man figures. They are absolutely non-movable. They'll snap if you move them. Very scary. So I am not going to be doing this in any poses. So if you guys are looking for some wacky poses with this black suit, sorry guys, you're not going to see it because I do not want this to deteriorate. I've seen many figures, Nick Collectibles, that their figures kind of start to deteriorate. But, you know, that's just what happens, man. And I hope to God this doesn't happen with mine. I got to make sure that my room is insulated and etc. But first-hand impressions from having them up here with the light shining on them, my God, I am thoroughly impressed. Let's quickly go over articulation here on the arms. You can see you can bend it pretty much 90 degrees. You can do a double bend at the elbow, 90 degrees double bend. And also chest articulation, really good for the Tobey. You already know, abs. Gotta have the forward and backward bend for a Tobey Maguire figure. I mean, look how many times he's had the moves in Spider-Man 3. You got some nice, really good articulation for such an older figure. I really feel like older figures tend to have that, where they just surprisingly have really good articulation. Quickly showing off this amazing detail for such an old figure on his hands. They just look great. Got the raised webbing around the hands. Really do like it. Now to the bottom half of the body, we do have a double bend at the knee. You're getting a wide range of posability for such an older figure. Loving it. Love to see it. Now let's go over the worst part about this figure, which are the ankles. You can tell that these things are just really terrible, very bad. I think mine might be broken with the way it looks. I mean, as you can see, it looks like it's almost like the joint is like spongy, like it's just jumping back into place. Like I can't really move them. Very, very strange. I've never experienced this ever because you have newer Spidey figures, and these obviously have been solved nowadays where we don't have this problem. But geez, man, I mean, it's brutal. You can't even touch them. And I'm trying to move up the fabric to get rid of those creases, but there's nothing you can do. It's just a fixed piece. All right, this is the best pose you're going to get. A ground in the sky, not even on the ground pose. Looks cool. Great. Let's move on. Bye. Now, right here, I wanted to just showcase the fabric like I've talked about. The thing I just love about these older figures is that it's all fabric. So you're able to just you can really just pose it as him any way you want. You'll get maybe like a little bit of creases, but the fact that it's all fabric is so unique to me. The whole suit is just, you're not getting that rubber texture like you get with Tom Holland's figures. I love it. Wanted to quickly show you what they've done here with putting the seam on the top of the sculpt. Not really that noticeable, but probably just because it's a black suit, very less noticeable, and I like the way they integrated it compared to the other ones. Now, you know I had to bring out the bully, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Bully Maguire, head sculpt right here. Honestly, for being so old, made probably 2010, not that bad, to be honest with you. I do see Tobey. Obviously, now we've got the glorious one. We got the goated one. But now, given that you have this here, it's not the worst representation of Tobey Maguire. He's got that stern, evil look. That's how you know, because the way you want to display him is his head down. I think that's the way you're best representing his evil snare in this portrait. I do like what they tried doing here, giving you an evil look. I appreciate it. Now here we have him with the suit on, with the head sculpt on. Honestly, I would be so satisfied with this in 2010. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's not really that bad. I really am liking it. Now, the one real problem I can see is just that his neck looks a little bit too long. It's not really a deal breaker in my eyes, but it does look a little bit lengthy if you look at certain angles. But overall, I'd say for this being made so old, it really just blew me away. I didn't think it's that bad. Obviously, now we have the new one, so hopefully I can pop this on the black suit. That would be really nice, but I'm not going to be counting on it, but given that the neck pegs are usually a lot different. But overall, hey, it's the bully, the man himself, Tobey Maguire, and it's just so weird saying this. This is so like nostalgic to me because I just wouldn't expect seeing a Tobey Maguire Hot Toys head sculpt in my collection. It's really breathtaking, and overall, I probably wouldn't display it with the head sculpt. I probably always have the black mask on for this specific suit. I just don't really vibe with him with the Tobey head sculpt on. I'd rather have him in the full black evil suit. Really do love it, but hey, some people tend to forget how good Hot Toys was, and using a little magic here, I'm going to throw back on the head sculpt right now. And it does look a lot better in my opinion. I just always can go for the original masked look. You always want that with your Spider-Man figures. But hey, when we get that new Tobey one, that might be a different story. So I guess we're going to find out. Now let's use some Wizard Hot Toy magic again, and pow! We're going to bring in the red Tobey, OG of the OG, Spider-Man 3 red and blue suit, which I also picked up. Just a little sneak peek. I'll probably do a full-fledged video on this one. As you can see, if you can't tell already, the neck is the biggest issue of this particular figure. Although it still looks great, the neck to the mask is all one fixed piece, so it does kind of look like he doesn't have a neck. Mine looks honestly a little bit better. It does look like he kind of has a ridge around his chin, which most of them don't, so I'm happy about that. Having them side to side right here, I mean, damn, this just takes me back, man. I'm so glad I picked up these figures again. Are they showing signs of old age? Yes, I would say so. These are 12-year-old figures, but to be honest with you, it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. Call me a Raimi fanboy all you want, tell me I'm biased, but I just really am thoroughly impressed by these two figures being the age they are. I'm so glad that we're getting the upgrades. It just tells me, oh man, once we finally get the newly improved ones, I am going to be over the moon excited if I'm already satisfied with these two older figures. That's going to do it for you guys. That's the end of the video here. Thank you guys all for watching. If you stayed throughout the video, if you enjoyed, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And other than that, man, we're probably going to get the other retro figures out for the Tobey Maguire that I kind of hinted. I gave you a little sneak peek at a certain minute, showed them together. And I actually have the Andrew Garfield from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming, so I have just the retro OG3. I mean, I understand that they did get reissued. I got them after the reissue, the re-release, because obviously I was expecting that coming. These are just going to be ones that I'm going to be posing and going crazy with, and the new ones I'm going to get are just going to be in the static, normal pose. Never going to touch them. Keep them in really good condition. These ones I'm going to go crazy on, except for this one, because I don't want it to deteriorate, because this black suit's very special, and I don't think they would reissue it. Maybe someday, but nonetheless, final thoughts are this figure quickly became one of my favorite figures in my collection simply because of the nostalgia. I've always loved this type of figure, the suit. Please be sure to let me know, what is your favorite Spider-Man movie of the Raimi films? Spider-Man 1, 2, or 3? For me, it's very controversial, but I actually think Spider-Man 3 is my favorite. I just love the film, everything about it. A lot of fun, just amazing. You got Bully Maguire. It's got to be the best one, but comment down below now. Let me know what your favorite one is. The posing on these old figures, they seem to actually be really good, surprisingly. Other than the ankles, like we've talked about, the ankles are not very great, if I just did say that. But I love how all these figures have the fabric on them. It just makes it where you can just pose it and not to worry about really much creases for such an old figure. It's kind of shocking that now newer figures are getting more creases, but you are getting, obviously it looks aesthetically better. But still, really did love this piece, and gonna get these retro reviews out for the rest of the Spideyverse figures. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in another video. See you guys.